Good evening, it's Sunday night, which means it's time for a simulation game as I continue to bend the rules of what is and is not simulation. Here's Harvest Moon, back to nature. I love it, it's nice and comfortable, and it makes a good game to play on a Sunday night, just to get me all ready for bed. Checking out how it's looking, we're going to have a nice and sunny day tomorrow, but today it's full of rain, which makes me feel like a right fool, because I went out and I got a fully upgraded watering can. So that's going to be a bit wasted today. What a shame, Marvin. So it's pretty late on in spring, 24th of Saturday, and we're having a hard time wooing Karen, the one girl that we actually want, but we can just go out and keep trying. I also wonder what's on the TV. Life on the farm, the in-game tutorial, Farmer Fran, yes Jimmy. I let the chicken outside, but it didn't lay an egg the following day. Was it raining when you let it out? Yes! When you let animals outside on rainy days, they get in a bad mood, yes indeed, but they will get in a better mood if you let them out on sunny days. There's a trade-off there, but essentially what you should do is never let your animals outside. Even though it's like free food for them sometimes, it's just not worth it. Now the cooking festival is on the 22nd, and because I have a great memory, I need to give 3 turnips to Thomas the mayor today. James, this is starting to sound really dull, but I enjoy the game, and that's all that matters. I trust everything looks and sounds okay. If it doesn't, you'll keep me in the right, I'm sure you will. Hello, Thomas. So we gotta make sure we go there. We do not have the ability to make a homemade dish. We would need a kitchen for that. You don't need recipes though, you just need ingredients. And what luck, we have the turnips right here. So I need to harvest most of them, but not all of them. Harvesting all of them would be fatal for what Thomas is wanting. But at least we get to make some money here. It's Saturday, so if we do make enough money, we can go and buy that better backpack that we want. I do want a better backpack, although I also want to get some good seeds. In fact, I would love to get more seeds and plant yet more turnips, because they make some pretty good returns. It's the simple things in life, really. Now, because it's a rainy day, we can comfortably assume that there are not going to be any girls hanging around the hot springs, ready for us to give them weeds. Which is unfortunate. I would quite like Popuri to like me more than she currently does. Maybe that's just a pipe dream. So this might seem pretty dull, you're just picking up the turnips, chucking them in the basket, and away you go. But really, it's kinda difficult to describe, like the work you've been doing finally amounts to something. Maybe I should check that, what's it saying? It contains 12 crops, it can contain up to 30. You'll lose the crop if you chuck in a 31st, so I'd rather stay on the prudent side, and I'm certainly not about to be counting the amount that I'm putting in here. I don't have the brains for that. I only have the brains to rule Lilat, you see. And Star Fox 64, there's a game I should be playing. So many games I want to play, so little time. I could have taken a completely different role in life that would see me streaming 24/7 back in the UK. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 3, 6. Ah, jings. 3, 6, 7, 8 turnip seeds. That sounds about right. 8 turnip seeds. Is that really all we've got space for? Oh heavens, no. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 turnip seeds will do us good. But I really want a better backpack so that I can carry more things. But I also want a better axe so I can go cutting things. I might prioritize the axe over the backpack because I really want to clear out those stumps and start building up some lumber. Lumber is very important for, well, for this guy right here. I wonder where he's off to. Oi! Slow right down there, Thomas. You want turnips? I've got turnips. Here you go. You'd better accept these. Oh, son of a gun. How am I meant to give him his turnips? I thought he wanted them today. Well, I've got them now, I might as well give you some more. Okay, I'm confused. I guess I'll hold on to my turnips just in case. I think you had to deliver them to his house, Jake. Okay, well, we'll save 3 for that. And I guess I'll go better had to go and buy those seeds. What a bummer. Okay, so where is Karen going to be? It's a Saturday, right? So, it might just be that I've grabbed a list of all of her locations. I don't have any gifts for her. Still, here we are. Much as I want this backpack, we do not have the 3,000 ducats for it. Once you have a hothouse, he offers all the seeds from every season. How many did we say? Well, as many as we can afford, actually, which is only 9. It's gonna have to do. I'll try bringing turnips to Thomas's house later on, but I also need to woo Karen for a bit. Now it's a rainy day, so where's she going to be? She'll be inside the supermarket from 10 till 1 apparently, but she wasn't there just now. Oh, she was inside the house part. She'll be inside her home before 4 PM. So I got from 1 to 4 to go and give her goodies. So we'll do that. Hello Jake and chat, what's up with Rick? Well, we're passing by, so we could always say hello to Rick. I could also buy a chicken. Chickens make good money, but I can get my initial chicken for free if I play my cards right, so we'll avoid buying them. Hello Rick. He's continuing to moan about Kai. Why don't you get a haircut and stop moaning about everything? So Papuri is clearly not the kind of person we want to get to know. She seems like someone that's only going to cost us money. Hello Lily, you're looking wonderful today. I might as well spend what little money I have left on some chicken feed. I'll just buy 1, thanks. I just wanted to see her smile. I'll have Rick take your purchase to the feed shed at your farm. I like knowing that Rick is going to have to go out trudging in the cold, wet, just to stick 1 unit of chicken feed into my silo. Well, hope you do well, Lily. All well and good, but I have some of nature's bounty to go and pick up. Only someone who doesn't appreciate farming would find value in weeds. I could still give her some, but like I said, I think it's only a 100 increase in relations. Barely worth anybody's time. And here's where Jake starts buying chicken feed 1 unit a day. Just to hack off Rick. Bloomin' Rick. Okay, we'll grab our goodies here. Now I'm going to grab the... where's my head at here? I'll grab the flowers for Karen, and then I'll see if I can't get some turnips over for good old Thomas. It's going to require a bit of back and forthing into town, but back and forthing is a lot of this game. I know that this is the game that gave me my love for rain. The sound of it, the look of it, the fact that everyone just tends to go away during rain. It's magical. Jake, you playing this Harvest Moon game gives me the itch to play the Harvest Moon game I grew up with. That's good. It always really warms my heart when I see people that really enjoy games. And it unwarms my heart to see people play games just 'cause. As in, they're not really enjoying it, they're just playing it because, I don't know, they need something to do. not a good way to be. You should play games because you enjoy them. Oh, don't worry, Dev. I have the list of all of Karen's possible whereabouts for any given day and any given situation. We won't be losing her ever again. Bane is asking if I enjoyed Rune Factory. I did not like Rune Factory 1 or 2, but I loved 3. And I adored 4. Here you go, Karen. Now, Karen still doesn't like us enough. She's asking how we're doing. She'll probably ask us if we have any problems. Yeah, my problem is you don't love me enough, Karen. Man, Goats is such a great guy, but nobody's as great as Mana. Oh, that troubled expression on your face is disheartening. Give me a smile. That's not a smile. Duke charged for something at supermarket again. 5,000 gold. What did he get without telling me? Jeff, don't sell anything to Duke anymore. How you doing, Jeff? I will steal your daughter from you and your life of debt. Well, need to go and harvest all my turnips. Not without giving 3 to Tomasz, though, is he... Well, he's not at home, but I'm sure he'll be home later on. Either that or out grabbing a drink. And good, we've got all of our turnip seeds equipped. Since we grabbed the Kappa berry, we will not take extra fatigue from working in the rain, which is wonderful. And you can plant and water your seeds as late as 5:50 in the morning. It will still count as watered for the day. Should be able to get another few rounds of turnip harvesting on the go. Jake, get Karen to bet you 50 ducats that your true love will go out with you, then ask her out. If she says no, she'll owe you 50 ducats. Not convinced she would take such a deal. Man, I hope Thomas is still kicking about. Yeah, we're not carrying anything, so let's give it a go. A 1, a 2, and a 3. I've got to be careful not to drop this, or else everyone in the town is going to hate me a bit. Pastor Carter's going to want my legs. Alright, helps if we actually go past his house. But it is locked. That fills me with a bit of worry. Hopefully it's not locked because he doesn't want me in there, but maybe he's... Well, no, that's no good, because if he's out having a drink, then he's not going to be at home. How am I meant to give him those turnips that he wants so much? No, he's not out here either. Where could that limey bugger be? Thomas is just having me do a wild goose chase here. Jake, how do the townspeople know of your littering, especially on rainy days like this? I guess them stalking you justifies your stalking of Karen. Everybody stalks everybody in this game, you can't worry too much about it. Oh, there goes Addis. There's Kano. Where the heck is Thomas? And why won't he take his vegetables? It's so alone being Marvin. I just want to come into your house in the evening and give you some turnips. If he's not taking it at 8 o'clock, then he's not taking it full stop. I think we've missed the opportunity to be friendly with Thomas here. Okay, I have no clue where Thomas could be right now. And I want to talk to my beloved Anne here, but that means I have to give my turnip to someone. Hope Kano likes turnips. Oh, he seems to like it alright. How's it going, Anne? That throbbing purple heart of yours, I'm gonna turn it red. Kano giving us the same story every day. He looks like a younger Professor Layton. Must be the elongated face. You mean already? It's 8 PM. And I think he's a little young to be drinking. So it's starting to dawn on me that perhaps this entire town has a problem with alcoholism. But that's their problem, not mine. If only we ran the vine orchards, then we'd have tons of dosh. Gonna give one last fruitless try for Thomas at his house. Otherwise, I'm just packing it in and selling my turnips. Because at this rate, I'm just giving them out like a charity case. No, well, you had your chance, Thomas. I'll keep 3 on the field just in case, though. Although there's his son again. Maybe I can follow Harris into the house. Jake, according to the internet, you had to deliver between 4:40 and 5. Well, that's no good. That's no good at all. He said come to his house. He didn't give a time. Oh well, I'm keeping my turnips then. Sod the mayor, he had his chance. And you had to have a medium backpack. He only takes the ones in your backpack. Wow, that is harsh. Oh well. Firm but fair. I'm keeping my turnips. Which means I need to get the last of my harvesting done and then head to bread. Carefully calculated planning of my seeds there. Jings, it's dire. But it'll be better once I can clear all these rocks and such. It'll be better, he says. At least turnips are very quick to be dealt with. So I don't need to worry too much about it. Just harvest the lot. It is a harvest moon after all. I still got one of these left. Cha-ching. You know, it's a nice day tomorrow, so I'm thinking I'll keep some of these. I might need the money. No, it's a festival tomorrow, isn't it? Oh well, forget that. We're harvesting the lot. All too easy. So we pop off for a quick dip in the hot springs just so that we don't get too exhausted and sleep in. Wouldn't want to miss that cooking festival now, would we? Jings, it's been a long day of streaming for me, so what was that? 6.5 hours of Europa? 1.5 hours of 2 hours of hell? Spoiler, it went pretty well. And now I'm all geared up for, I'd say, a couple hours of Harvest Moon before I hit the hay myself. When are you going to upgrade the hammer of yours, Jake? I might as well upgrade it straight to silver, but it's less useful than getting my axe upgraded to bronze. The axe doesn't need to go any further than bronze, so that's where I'm going to take it. Of course, you should upgrade it to maximum when you have the time, but in terms of getting wood, there's no real advantage to taking it past bronze early on. A bronze axe can cut everything that a superpowered axe can as well. The Soviet Penguin says 6.5 hours. Looks like I have a lot of VOD to watch. I would disagree. But then I would, wouldn't I? Let's get ourselves into bed. It's been quite a while since I've had a TV that would actually do that. Too late at night, no signal left. Also, I forgot to mention the books here are tutorial and configuration, but I don't need any of that. The room is so small there's no place to put all this stuff. Don't even know what this stuff is. It's probably our kitchen equipment. Let's just go to sleep. Jake, is this the one with cursed tools, blessed tools, and all that nonsense? Heavens no, I'm having none of that here. I also forgot to pay attention to my horse. A couple of sunny days ahead of us, but today is a festival day. I wonder what life in the farm has for us. How do I feed chickens on days? Well, don't put them outside. Well, we've got chicken feed. 825 packets of chicken feeds. It's quite a lot, because I had 8,250. Oh. Good old Jimmy. So, as we covered, today is Cooking Festival. But I gotta water my crops first, and I should probably see to my horse, because that's something I keep forgetting. Better not ignore Caesar too often, Jake. He might send an army your way. I hope these weren't there yesterday, else I'm going to feel like a right fool. But there's lots of farming to be done before we can have fun at the festival. I like the spring music, it's so friendly. Reminding you that in life, everything's going to be okay. And thanks to our ingenious layout, we're going to be able to pluck all of those cucumbers. Come here, Caesar. There, Caesar. Grow up fast. There we go. As long as he hears you whistle, that's another point to the affection. One for that, one for talking, one for brushing. Which is a real ball ache, to be honest. But it's pretty nice when you get him fully grown. It does take a year, though. And that's assuming he likes you enough, so I really should buy that brush as soon as I have the dosh. Which is certainly not right now. These cucumbers will help a good chunk, though. Can't remember how much they're worth. Probably 80? And I think I'll have enough time to get one more harvest out of them, which is also rather nice. Now, Rune Factory had an ingenious way of picking up lots of things. As long as it was the same thing you were picking up, you could stack them in your hands, up to 9 of them. And then you could just throw them into something. Throw them into your shipping bin. The basket didn't really count because the fields were so small you didn't need a whole basketing system. And there we go, the box is already full, so I just vasqued one of those cucumbers. Let's just get them away for selling. And grab a touch more. And doesn't appear to be anything else to harvest. I wonder if Thomas is going to be mad that I didn't have those turnips for him. I'm still going to keep these turnips here just in case. But I have a feeling that I missed the train on that one. Don't forget about throwing things at people's face and then mistaking it for a gift. Yes, that was another fun part of Rune Factory. You could also throw things at people to give it to them as gifts. Of course, for me what would often happen is I throw things trying to get it into the shipping bin. These don't need watered, but what the hell. Only for the person that comes to collect my goodies to get in the way. Okay, I need to think about my skills here, because I need that hammer up to silver. And I've got time to kill here, so I should take it out and level it up a bit. After all, the celebrations are not until 5 PM. Oh boy, I can't wait to have a bigger backpack. Now, if you really wanted to be making crazy money in spring, you would want to go and speak to Juan and grab his Cabbage Seeds. They're expensive, but boy, the returns on them are great. I'm clearing these because it levels up my hammer a bit faster. You level up your tools a lot faster if you actually use them to do something worthwhile, instead of just slamming them into the ground. And if I can get my hammer up to silver skill, then I'm pleased enough with that. For example, at the moment it's at 175. If I just do what I did again, we'll be where we need to be. Now you could say, why don't we just get it naturally, but there's really not enough stones for me to break to get it naturally. And unlike the axe, there is absolutely no reason to level up your hammer beyond silver. Our guy's getting a bit tired, but boo-hoo to him. He's got work to do. I like that little scratchy sound when you use your hoe. Games with good sound effects go a long way in my book. So we've collapsed, we're now gaining fatigue, but that's alright. It's a sunny day, you don't gain fatigue so bad, besides it is still the daytime. Probably the game with the best sound effects I really enjoy would be the new Tetris for the Nintendo 64. That game. So that should be our hammer all nice and leveled up. There we go, 211, that's all we need. Let's go and, well, before we go to the festivals. Remember, talking to people at festivals will get you a nice bonus to affection, but let's grab these goodies. Jinx, I'd hate to miss the festival, but I think we'll make it on time. Rune Factory 4 had the cheat known as the spear and spin to win maneuver. Yeah, spear had some OP abilities going for it, but I am always a fist lover. If there is a game where one of the options to attack is to use your fists, you better believe I'll be using my fists. I'm tempted to get Disgaea for the PC, because then I can go with my army of brawlers who just punch everything to death. That is a game I would quite like to stream. Am I going the right way here? I think I'll be a bit faster going this way. Metal Slime Hunt says, apparently the sun starts setting at 3:30 in spring. Have you ever lived in a very northern country? Alright, I know we're a little late for it and the sun is halfway down, but it's time for the cooking festival. How's it going, Ellie? Yeah, I'm sure you do. Trouble with these early games, they have fairly one-dimensional characters. How you doing, Anne? Man, you're so cute. Anne's father. He's feeling strange about that. Now, you're no mana, but you're bringing in some cakes here. It's funny because Doug in this game is a really cool id opener, whereas Doug in Rune Factory 4 is Doug the, well, I have no PG-13 way to refer to him, but Doug is the worst character in Rune Factory. All of them. Poor Karen. She always enters and she puts in the charred mess. But we'll talk to her and spur her on. Oh, Mana, you heartthrob. She's made some lovely stew. Pastor Carter doesn't work. He relies on everybody else's generosity, so he's just happy to get to see some cooked food. I did not. That'd be a bit of a bonus if I did, but get judging. Interestingly enough, Gourmet has an affection stat with you as well. I don't know why, but he does. Poor guy having to eat Karen's food so early. Alright, I'm thinking Doug has this in the bag. Although Anne can win it. What a crap festival, only 5 people turn up with a dish. And again, percentage-wise... Oh my god, Anne did it! How you doing? Bloody hell. Good job, Anne. Just as I expected from the real heartthrob of this game. Well, except for Mana, but I'm not sure if Mana even can win. How's it going, Doc? No, I disagree. You're not good at anything, Popuri, so don't get ahead of yourself. Now that's an interesting tidbit, that Ellie actually has no sense of flavour, but it's never expanded upon anywhere. Alright, we'll enter and win next year, don't you worry. Such a friendly game. Now I wonder if Karen can win. I wouldn't think it possible, but Jeff can win the swimming contest, so anything can happen. Do you know what an umeboshi is? I do not. I do like it when their sprites change like that mid conversation. Sorry, Doug, but it seems like the student has defeated the teacher here. Adorable, right? How does it feel to be the winner, Anne? Depends what you mean by fun, Mayor. How's it going, Gourmet? Okay, well, it wasn't that nice, but it's time to go home and see to my farm. I like how everybody delayed the whole contest until sunset, just so that the extremely lazy farmer can come and join in. We got a couple more forageables to grab, and then we are done and done right. And soon it'll be Monday. Time to go and track down Karen again. Grab these flowers because I'm sure Karen's going to want them tomorrow. Jake, I can see the lure of Karen now. Marvin just wants to become an alcoholic with her drink. Drink their problems away. But my problem is that I can't get Karen. Rick keeps whisking her away. Y Studios is asking if this is a ROM or a physical cartridge. This is for the PSX, so it's a CD-ROM. I already recounted the tale on how I got this. But I had so many saves on this game growing up. I actually bought additional memory cards and kept them stored in the jewel case. And they're still up in the attic, back home. In the ancestral Highland home. So any good day ends with an hour of soaking in the hot springs, completely revives you. But at least this isn't like rune factories, where if you... Hold on, I just had a thought. Let's go and grab some bronze. I have the money, right? Oh, I got tons of dosh. How's our axe skill looking? Just enough for bronze. Let's go and grab some. All I need is one piece of bronze and I'm good. Not that garbage. It's okay to throw things down in the mine because it doesn't count as littering. Right, one piece of bronze, it's all I'm after. Not junk, because that's what I'm looking for. One piece of bronze. Bronze only sells for 10 gold, but that's not what I'm looking for here. Metal Slime Hunt says, I started with Save the Homeland, and this is somehow nostalgic. I never played Save the Homeland. I would quite like to know a thing or two about it. Ah, fudge, there goes my beans. Well, that was my, what's it called again? Begins with a B, right? Bamboo shoot. All gone. Let's go to sleep. That's 60 gold down the drain. Save the Homeland was for the PS2, if I recall. Thankfully, throwing things down in your farm does not count as littering. Alright, so we got more sunshine and happiness on the way. What about life on the farm? Farmer Fran, Farmer Fran. Yes, Jimmy? I remember what we were talking about yesterday. We were talking about how to feed chickens. There are feed boxes in the hen house. Just put the chicken feed in those boxes. Can I put it in any box? Yes. What a brilliant tutorial. We got anything else on? The Fairy and Me, his story. I took the book from the shelf, as if pulled by some force. The Fairy and Me, huh? Well, I might as well give it a look. Read, read, read. One wish will be granted just by reading this book. If that's true, I would wish that Crystal fell in love with me. Excuse me, can I see that book? To be continued. Fascinating. Spring will soon be over. Can you harvest all your field crops before summer? Try and harvest all before they wither. Thank you, newsman. I really feel like you're speaking to me. We've got no more festivals for the rest of the... For the rest of the season. Well, let's get rid of that hammer. Bring out the axe, because we have some upgrading to do. I have not played Harvest Moon: A New Beginning. Is it any good? So it's a non-rainy Monday. Karen is going to be outside of the supermarket from 10 till 10:30 it seems. We'll get a bit of watering done. Oh, I missed a spot there, didn't I? It's okay. If you don't actually water something, then it doesn't subtract the water from your watering can. Okay, that's good enough. I want to go and give some weeds to Popuri. Foolish woman that she is. Save the Homeland's defining feature in my mind is how obscured it all is. No real... Hold on, where are the girls? Aha, there's the cute one, and there's the awful one. Have some weed. Yes, as if I didn't know. There are all sorts of rumors for this game, like filling your watering can with certain water from the bottom of the winter well would give you unlimited water. Sticking your dog inside of the hothouse would make the hothouse never get destroyed. I would love to say I never fell for any of that crap, but I was convinced the dog would protect your hothouse. Because the hothouse would never get destroyed in hurricanes as long as I had my dog inside it. But I was just obscenely lucky. Feels so good to get all those things watered so quickly. Grow up fast, Caesar. I really need to start brushing you because he has no affection for me whatsoever. And it is tight. Really, I've missed too much of him so far. Do I have the money to go and do that just now? I do. I'll do that then. Although I still really want to get myself that better backpack. Needs must. Okay, it's not open yet. I'll go and grab Karen instead. Jake, which Harvest Moon games do you play? I played the SNES one, I played Back to Nature, I played the DS one. The Harvest Moon DS, I mean. I played the really crappy DS one with the islands. I played Tale of Two Towns. I played Bazaar. I played Rune Factory 1, 2, 3, 4, Oceans. And maybe even some others. I quite like my farming sim games. How's the farm? It's fun. Not nearly as fun as chatting you up, Elliot. What an enriching conversation. But I'm here for one girl. Karen ain't here, but best girl is right here. Yeah, I'm working hard. How are you doing, Jeff? I'm sure you are. Seeing these two together makes me sick. Here you go, Karen. Have some flowers. I like how Rick clears off the moment I'm here. He knows what's up. We're going to upgrade that axe of ours. And then we got some more farming to do. Jake, the island one you're talking about is Sunshine Islands. Okay, that one is utter garbage. And why did not more of them have the witch princess, and why was she so obscenely difficult to marry? There are some injustices in the Harvest World universe, such as all the best women being the older ladies. And they're having none of your advances. Okay, Greg, I want you to level up my tool. So on Thursday we should be good, but if memory serves, this place is closed on Thursday, so I might have to wait for Friday. Closed on Thursdays, that's no good for me. What a shame. I need to get that brush, or else I'm never going to be taking care of that horse. Jake, which princess is in A New Beginning? But I'm thinking of Harvest Moon DS, where the witch princess is just borderline unmanageable. Hold on, what am I doing here? You don't have a brush. My body is not very strong, and I do not move around much. Please come between noon and 4, but not on Sundays. How am I meant to remember this? Forget you, Rick. I think I'll need to go and speak to Barley to get that brush, but I need it. And I'm going to need a better backpack for all these tools eventually. You got opening times here or something, Barley? This is so cute. Just everything about this game is pretty happy. Damn, he's got some big silos. Maybe they're closed on Mondays. That's a shame. I could really do with a brush. Oh well, in a few days we can start getting some wood, which will help us a long way towards getting some actual extensions done on the house. Otherwise, we've still got a farm to tend to here. You know, Jake, those bamboo shoots right next to where you pick the flowers work better with Karen. I'd be surprised if Karen really, really likes bamboo shoots. I guess I could try one just to be sure though. I thought she preferred the truffles though. Okay, I don't think Thomas is going to be getting those turnips. I should probably... I got no idea what to do with them in that case. Well, we got some fields to water. And I'm looking forward to having all these potatoes to harvest because we are going to be in the money when that all comes to fruition. A new beginning is focused on building up the town. Is that really what you want though? Well, what can I say? I should really give it a go. Might just have to track it down. So once we get the hammer back, or rather once we get the axe back, we need to get the hammer in for its upgrade. And then I can finally clear out these annoying rocks which are getting in the way of my clearly superior farming techniques. Poor guy's getting tired here. She loves bamboo shoots and friends of Mineral Town. I think that might be it. We'll find out soon though. She said, oh, thank you for the flower. I'm pretty sure she quite likes moondrop flowers. Red crane, that was very droll. You should reflect on what you've said there. Okay, so it's after 5 PM. Karen is going to be hanging around... Oh, she'll be in the beach at the evening, so we can go and track her down there. In fact, until then, I'd be as well just chillaxing. I want to make sure that everything is planted all good and proper in my fields. That's fine. We'll go and rest up in the hot springs and then go track Karen down. Hey, Lucius, you're going to eat your words when I just waste this bamboo on Karen. We won't even need an hour in here. I reckon half an hour is plenty to get our stamina all the way back up. But we can't reach Karen until 7:30 anyway, so there we go. Jinx, we're rolling in cash. We'll be able to get our upgraded backpack, and everything will be good. What would be terrible is if Karen actually hates bamboo sprouts. That's going to undo a whole bunch of our affection as well. Hey, Rick's paying me 500 gold for this. That Rick. I should just start giving him things that he hates. Put him in his place. Karen. Rick told me you like these. That's not the thank you of someone that actually enjoyed their present. Be right back, punching Rick in the face. Yeah, Karen loves valuable things, so it's good to give her truffles and wine. And I believe all girls like accessories. And there's a special item called Perfume, which I think everyone likes. But it's a once per game affair. You get it if you go to the beach after a hurricane. And you've got to say the right thing to Kai. All these weeds, I should really be leveling up my sickle, but there is no time. Aye, so it's a neutral response for the bamboo shoots there. This game has alcohol in it? How PG-13, Chings. See, it's that kind of attitude that leads to some very unhealthy attitudes towards alcohol. Should be drinking from a young age, it'll do you some good. So, on the to-do list for today is actually to go and get that brush, so I can get some affection with my horse. But what's always on the to-do list is to check out Life on the Farm. How do I get the chicken feed? But you already bought the chicken feed. There's a feed spout in the hen house. If you press the X button in front of it, you can get chicken feed. You do the same thing to get fodder in the barn. Good! Now I can feed my chickens. Oh, is there any other good TV on? The news and... oh, the Delicious Hour. The best hour. If it's Tuesday, it's time for Delicious Hour. In this cooking program, I, your host Naru, will introduce a new dish every week. Rice omelette. Eggs, milk, oil and rice ball. With a frying pan. And that is one of the ways to be learning recipes in this game. I think you can also get recipes by giving gifts to people and they'll tell you their favourite recipes, but that's pretty rare. Nothing has come. Those look like some ripe potatoes to me. Let's get full Irish on this, which is lovely because it means I don't have to water them at all either. If this was Rune Factory, I'd want to water them just in case any had dried out, but Rune Factory did have some overly complicated mechanics really. I want to give that girl her weeds. Things are plenty on my farm. I have some special weed. So sadly it's Tuesday, which means the supermarché is closed. So no better backpack for me today, but I'll get it tomorrow. And then later on I'll be getting rid of all these... Wait, where's my train of thought even going there? I don't know. Nothing I don't already know. How are you doing? The real beauty of the game, other than mana, of course. I haven't been gifting her anything because Anne's favourite item is a hard-boiled egg. And since we don't have chickens, we can't get eggs. Sorry, not specific enough there. Hard-boiled eggs, something you cook. She loves spa-boiled eggs. Which I could certainly get if I had a chicken, but I'm trying to get a chicken the cheap and cheerful way. Now let's make some money. God, I love making money. It's like my favourite hobby. And maybe I can actually properly count the amount of potatoes that I'm harvesting here. It's made on 9. It's made on 18. It's made on 27, so I can do 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. How right am I? 100%. Jake, talk to Caesar. Nah, I'll deal with Caesar after I get the brush. Caesar's affection is probably on a knife edge. I can't afford to keep forgetting him, and I need to get that brush. The game warned me to get the brush early on, and I ignored it. But we'll fix it. Shekel Master Jake continues to drown in the decadence of potato profits. Entire countries starved due to market disruption. This guy, he's breaking out the funnies. Alright, does anybody care to know what Perfume loves? I know she loves those pink flowers, but we can't get those until summer. And I want Perfume to have the hots for me now. Caesar's demands can be ignored so long as he gets chests of... Oh. Rick. Huh. Hope he rips you asunder. Oh, Anna, what are you doing here? Wait, you are Anna, right? I'm no good with the old hag's names. It's mana or bust. I haven't spent any time with May. I think I'll go and have a quick chat with her. Also, how are you doing, Barley? Still old? Looks like it. I don't need a bell. This is the single most useless item in this game. Hold on, where's the brush? Are you kidding me? Did only Saibara sell brushes? Well, boy, do I feel like a fool. Means I'm going to have to go to the tool shop, which isn't going to be open till Friday. That's another few days of my horse not liking me at all. That's no good. Popuri is an addict in both this and Friends of Mineral Town. She loves spa-boiled eggs. Really? Popuri? I know Anne does, but her as well? That's crazy. Well, there's very little for my character to do today then. Guess I could go and hunt down Karen. I don't think I gave her a flower for the day, did I? Should have bought that brush from the blacksmith before I told him to get working on my goodies for a while. Oh, what luck. How are you doing, Karen? Here's a flower. It's nice to be honest with yourself. The answer is always alcohol if you want them to love you, especially in this town. Now, Duke loves the alcohol, but Jeff does not. Jeff can't handle alcohol, so you could give him some wine juice. Grape juice. Jinx, it's pretty important not to get that confused. Grow up fast, please, Caesar, and preferably loving me, because as it stands, you have a grand total of, let's see that, 1 heart. We need that to be at least 8, or else I'm in trouble with Barley. Him and May are going to come along and think I'm a terrible owner, and I'm not a terrible owner. Okay, these have been sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Let's just pick them up and make some money. Tandyman says Steam message if you want every Popuri love. I've actually signed out of Steam, so no luck there. But it can't be that important. We have plenty of time to get her in our good books. Might be worth my time digging out some silver, but I should do that later. One of the useful things about expanding your home is that you'll actually get a cupboard and a fridge. And these are extremely important because you're going to need to store quite a bit of your foods, especially if you're going to be cooking. Metal Slime saying I once got a grape Capri Sun that had fermented into wine when I was 10. It was horrible. I'm not a big fan of wine, it must be said. Although I did have one truly delicious wine once. It had been sitting open on the kitchen counter for weeks or months and had gone chunky. When somebody cowped it over the sink, it came out in big old chunks, but this was after I had drank some and determined that it was delicious. Sasha. There we go. Sasha's the blonde older one. So we have Sasha, Anna, Mana. You can see how I get confused with these names. Well, time to go to bed. Tomorrow we get a much better backpack. And monetarily, we're rolling at 12 grand. Chunks, we're just turning it back into grapes. Like I said, it was good wine. Okay, welcome to Wednesday. Dog, come here. Soon he'll grow up into a big dog, but that time is not now. Alright, rain is on its way tomorrow, which is kinda good because, well, I like rainy days. What's happening on life on the farm, though? You mentioned fodder yesterday, but how do I increase my fodder supplies? You can buy fodder at the ranch for 20 gold a unit. Or plant grass seeds. In 10 days you can cut it down. That's nice. It's good to dedicate part of your farm to grass if you want to have plenty of it. However, I don't think we're going to be going down the cows and sheep route because they're such a pain to maintain. Maybe I'll get a couple. Maybe. Well, it's my favourite day, the day we make money. Granted, these aren't worth a lot of money, they're like 40 a piece, but make money, money, make. And this is the difference that's made when you get the large, well not large, but the upgraded watering can. It just allows you to get so much more farming done. Because harvesting can be done fairly quickly as long as you have the basket, or you grow sufficiently close to the shipping bin. But watering's a bit of a nightmare. Just the relaxation I need. We've got permafrost in the bag. I completed my 2 hours of hell. Stellaris is out soon. Just everything is going well. That's why it's nice to relax. It's such a wonderful game. Activate. Make money. Snow to Wolf say, he is playing this again. He actually got me to try Harvest Moon. I'm glad. It's a very comfy game. Comfy might somehow be an overused term when it comes to describing games, but it's true. All in all, I'd probably be making better returns if I'd used these sprouts on getting Mary to like me more. In fact, we have tons of money, so I might as well do that. Mary is somebody who we've been neglecting a touch. Not to be confused with neglecting to touch, although we'll touch upon her soon, I'm sure. Jake, can you openly talk about Stellaris? Yeah, sure, why not? Stellaris is a video game. You will probably like it. Jake, how much does Paradox pay you each time you mention Stellaris and Hoi4? Well, they don't pay me, but it does tickle my own fancy when I do that. Oh damn, we're too late to get to Karen, aren't we? She's gonna head her way back into the house part of the supermarket from now till 1 PM. Probably. brought all these flowers for her as well. Damn, just a little too late. Oh well, she'll be out in a couple hours. Until then we can go and woo Mary for a change. Do you still get relationship penalties in this game for littering when you pick up and throw down flowers? Yes, but only in designated areas. In people's houses and inside the city centre, then yes. Here we go, this should get you all the way up to purple. Damn. We're a little bit away from that just yet. Every time I see this game it reminds me of the starting village in Terranigma. Jinx, I wouldn't quite draw that parallel, but I guess I can see where you're coming from. I play Terranigma once a year, and as of last year I decided I might as well stream that, so yes, I will do it. Just don't know when. Probably during the summer, since I have a lot of free time off in summer. Guess it's going to be a stream extravaganza around that time. Alright, so we have about 10 seconds to kill. Guess it's a bit more than that, isn't it? I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 6 seconds every 10 minutes in game. Allows me to catch a quick drink. Because really, there's no point rushing this game. You've got 3 years. How's it going, Sasha? No, it's not. It's really not. Oh, I was hoping that might be Karen on the move, but she's not. She's in here. Here's a flower for you. I'm going to be a lot better when I own this. I've wanted to buy this all my life, Jeff. And now it's mine. Now, here's the thing. If you grow 100 of each fruit, you unlock another fruit. For spring, it's strawberries. I'm not sure how much of anything I've shipped so far. Let's consider it. Not quite enough yet. Still, I want to touch more money. Especially if I'm going to be getting the pineapples on the go. And oh, those pineapples, the money you make from them. It's daft. So I might as well make a touch more money. Not sure how much, but we'll go for 15 of them. And by 15, I think I want another 10. We'll make room. Strawberries are so good. That's not true. They are worth very little money. But people tend to like strawberries. Hey, is the doctor following me? I think the doctor's following me. I'll hoe him down when he gets here. Okay, he's not coming. Hoe you down though. How's it going, Stu? No, I don't know why you keep insisting that I am. Came in just to check up on these two, make sure no hanky-panky is going on. But grey and glasses girl, they'll be getting cozy. In Rune Factory, strawberries are awesome. Well, that is true, but not in this one. Strawberries are very cheap, but they are regrowable. Are there any spooky games on the 2 Hours of Hell listed, Jake? Sorry to spam the red chat. There might be a couple. No, I know there are a few at the moment. It's just a case of getting around to doing them. I'm sure I will someday. Okay, I can go and dig that. Oh, jinx, I've planned this out poorly, haven't I? Oh well. We'll plant what we can for now. Harvest the rest. we still have 10 to go. But that's okay. The day is young. And we have only one more harvest to do, and that is going to be a whole heap of these. It's going to be a little shy of 250 turnips, but it's going to give us all the money we're going to need to get that sweet summer crops on the go. We got anything else we need to dig up? Aye, of course we do. And of course, if there aren't enough room for all these turnips, I'm sure there will be, but just in case there aren't, we've got space in our toolbox for them. We're not obliged to plant them now. There'll be time in the future. Of course, I want to get them planted now. The money we make now, pretty good. Means he doesn't quite take this last bunch, but that's okay. Damn, I have got a lot of watering to do. I should probably get that. Oh, okay, I have the whole load of watering to do. I should just get that out of the way before I do much more planting. The nice thing is, since we are already here, and we're not changing or doing any screen transitions, the spring music continues to play. Spring music is really nice, fall music is also good. Summer music blows, winter music is fine for a short while, but it swiftly gets very dreary. I need to go and get my brush, but I don't want to break the spring music. Glob, glob, glob. So that's a convenient number. 5, 5, and 5. Wonder if we can do the same along here. Don't think anything's going to particularly get in the way, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No problem, except that rock is standing right in the way of where I need to be watering. But that's the wonder of having this miracle watering can of ours. Strawberry fields at the start of the season give bigger payoff than pineapples. Nonsense. Granted, in this game, sweet potatoes are the way to go. And in real life, sweet potatoes are the way to go. They're just so delicious. There should be a crime about how delicious sweet potatoes are. But there isn't, so I continue to enjoy them. Man, I am so glad that it's a rainy day tomorrow. Because this is back-breaking labor. And we still got 5 to plant. Do we even have space for them? I guess we could make space for them. Poor guy's getting tired. Jake, how is Rune Factory compared to Harvest Moon? Oh, it's exactly what it says in the tin. It is a fantasy Harvest Moon. It is Harvest Moon, but clunk. But there are monsters to fight. There's a leveling system. It's a little dangerous to do this the way I'm thinking of doing it, but I'll probably do it anyway. Dangerous isn't really the word, but this is foolhardy. I don't want to break all these rocks, because rocks are rare. Alright, I gotta squeeze in one more. And I think I got room for it here. Plus it brings me closer to the horse, which I still need to brush. Oh hell, China produces 81.7 million tons of sweet potatoes a year. Runner-up Uganda produces 2.8 million tons. Well, war on China is now officially cancelled. I ain't losing my sweet potatoes. Okay, I'm severely running out of time here. I only have 5 hours to complete everything. Jack is getting too tired for my shenanigans here. 64, is that enough? It's going to bring it down to 55. Ah, we should be good. Okay. Finally, we got that nightmare load of crops watered. Grab our brush, brush our horse, jump in the hot springs for an hour, call it a day. Who is Jack? Jake? I thought he was called Marvin. My mistake. So now we can permanently tool ourselves up with the hammer and... Oh, I never got the brush, did I? Of course I didn't, there was no space. Oh well, can't win them all. Did I talk to my horse? I think I talked to my horse. But another part of me thinks that maybe I didn't. Grow up fast, Caesar. Jake, someone should make an EU4 mod for you to make your own sweet potato empire. No, that is exactly the kind of thing I don't like. You hear me say one thing, latch onto it, and suddenly it becomes one of those horrible memes. Nonsense. I like sweet potatoes. It's not something worth making mods out of. Unlike the ActRaiser 2 music mod, that was something worth getting behind. Okay, we can bathe in here till about 4:30, although we only need an hour, so 1 hour is fine. Although I am champing at the bit for some sweet potatoes now that I think about them. I probably have some in the cupboard. But there are a few problems with that. One is that it's 10 past 11 at night. The other is that I simply don't have a kitchen. I'm much like Marvin in our game here. Ill-equipped for reality. I don't know about the ActRaiser 2 music mod. Brings up some really bad memories. What do you mean, bad memories? ActRaiser 2 Marathon was a high point for this channel. Daft Mutt asks a pertinent question. Does Marvin only getting 1 hour of sleep impact on his next day? Why don't we ask Marvin himself? Does it? Gonna grab these flowers, just in case. Oh, I've got so much room in my backpack I can throw 4 things in there. Isn't that lovely? But no, 1 hour of sleep will not impact Marvin in any way so long as he has topped out his, or rather gotten rid of his fatigue and has plenty of stamina. Can't remember which actually has the effect, fatigue or stamina, but either way, we are feeling pretty good. Sleeping, each hour of sleep brings back some of your stamina, but really this guy only needs 1 hour in bed. Wish I was like him, but no, I need like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So, no oversleeping. Such is the power of the hot spring. Excellent, more rain. We won't have to water our nightmare load of crops. What's going on the farm? I got a dog ball, but what do I do with it? When you throw the ball, your dog runs to fetch it. You can train your dog by repeating this game with him. What happens if I train him? When stray dogs attack your animals, he will try. Okay, but this is worthless because there's no point in having your animals outside anyway, so you won't see any stray dogs. You can also attack stray dogs with your farming items, but that's pretty cruel, and they make a yelp, which of course I don't like. Anyway, item storage outside of your backpack. Yes, you have the tool box, you have the refrigerator, which I'll get later, and there is the item storage cupboard. The storage cupboard and the refrigerator store tons of items. I think they store 8 times 8 items. But I need to develop my house a bit before that. So glad that it's raining, means I will probably never have to water all these things. Jings, if I was Marvin here, I would be so glad it's raining and I would not be getting out of bed for a long time. But it's a good thing I'm not a miserable piece of crap like that. Or at least Marvin isn't. Jake, I'm doing an investigation in college and I gotta tell you, China produces 7... Are you telling me they produce 7 million tons of mushrooms? Jings. It's a lot of mushrooms, but I love mushrooms. Oh, what have you? Yeah, the farm's going pretty good, my friend. Sadly, I can't get in here. I think you can enter houses a bit earlier if the people like you. But nobody around here likes me. Why you gotta be all locked? Maybe they're not gonna be open till 9. All my work's done before 7. Not too early to start drinking. That can't be healthy. I want in to see my beloved Karen. There are no mushrooms in this game, there are only truffles. And my undying love for you, Karen. Someday I'll get you the blue heart. That's probably going to require some wine though. So... I should probably do a bit of research into when people's birthdays are. Okay, sadly he's not going to sell me summer seeds until summer is upon us, and even then I think the first day is out of the question because they're closed. But I know a shady individual who will sell me some summer seeds even though it's not summer, and I'm going to want to stock up on those. I'm not even sure if he's going to be here at this time. He's a tricky one to track down, and look, he's not here. Damn. I don't know when and where to find Juan, but it's important that I find him before the start of summer. Hello, Nara. Good little Nora. Now, if I was good friends with Doug, I could get in here. But Doug's not a happy man at me going prowling around his daughter's underwear drawer. So we'll just make our way out. Man, how do I get Juan again? He's around there at certain times. Maybe it's about 10 o'clock. I'll try 10. If he's not around there, then I'm just going to give up and ging him. Maybe after grabbing some of nature's finest. At least now with my larger backpack I can grab all the natural items, the bamboo shoots and the coloured grass. Okay, no Juan, no problem, I'll just get out here. I doubt he's going to be open for business, but I can go and try Saibara's workshop, because I need that brush. So you're saying he lets his friends prowl around his daughter's underwear drawer? That's about right. Let me in. Yes. Give me the goods. Jake, 1 is in the inn from 1 till 4. Cheers for that. And now we've got our copper axe. Or our bronze axe, rather. Whenever it rains or snows, you should try to stay home as much as you can. As you get older, bad weather becomes more of a bother. James, that's nasty. I'd love to give you something to make you feel better. He likes ore, but I don't have any fancy ore and I'm not going to dig it up for him. So what do we got now? We are able to clear our fields a good bit better. I can focus on that for a wee bit before I go and talk to Juan and grab some seeds ahead of time. So it takes 12 hits or 6 powered up hits to take care of the large stumps. It's faster just to do this. Don't know how that failed the first time. Must have moved accidentally. So if there are large ones, I am going to remove them from the equation. And they will never come back. This ain't no rune factory. There we go. Don't forget, you're gone forever. Now it costs no stamina to dig up weeds like that. It only costs stamina to swish them away with your sickle. But we're no communist, we don't need the sickle. Feels good getting this place all nice and clean. It's what these extremely judgmental villagers are expecting of me anyway. They said if I didn't clean up the act and the farm, they would just cast me aside. Does that sickle have any use? Well, yes, it is a bit faster at cutting down all these weeds. But in addition to that, you need it to cut the grass to turn the grass into fodder. But, okay, I better make my way to that inn, go speak to Juan and get rid of quite a lot of my money. But it's all in the pursuit of Dosh. Jake, Sunshine Islands is only good when you use cheats on it. But how can it even be good? I didn't notice anything redeeming about the game. Everybody wanders around fairly aimlessly. There was nobody interesting. It was just... I really did not like it. Hello, Juan, you creepy guy. Eat a shy, have you come to buy anything? You can find all the seeds, which you cannot find at the supermarket. Okay, where are we going with this one then? I'm going to need some pink cats, and the question is, do I want tons of them or not? Well, let's have a look at the pineapples first. Pineapple seeds cost 1,000, you plant them, they take a very long time to grow, but oh, what a profit. Pineapples are rare, so you can sell them for 500 Gs each. Of course he recommends these, and of course he is right. Don't know how many I want to buy though, I think we'll go for 9. It might be getting rid of all of our money, but it's worth it. But then I also want some pink cat seeds. I think pink cats are the cute pink flowers. Only 200 gold. Here's the thing though, I need 10 of those. No, I need more than 10, I need 12 of those. I need to plant 101 of them. So I need to go back to Juan when I have more money. Typical Juan, just driving me out of house and home with his ludicrously expensive seeds. Looking good. Oh, one thing that I neglected to mention about chopping down those big stumps, they each give, I believe, 6 units of wood, which is the bottom right one, the 91 units I have there. I'm going to need quite a lot of those if I want to do any amount of extension. And I want to do any amount of extension. One is literally a seed mercenary. They're like blood diamonds, but better. Well, he knows how to turn a greasy profit off of me. I'll worry about my seeds when I put them back in the house later. Till then, I have some stumps to chop down. Or do I? Maybe I've taken care of... No, spoke too soon. Jake, go brush your horse. I have no brush. Saibara is not open for business today. I'll go and see him tomorrow. Stop whinging, Marvin. Put your back into it. Oh, that might get me a tiny bit of extra money. That's enough to buy all the pink cat flowers that I need. Crunch. Looking good. So I have got a whole load of reorganization to do for my farm here. Unfortunately, the big rocks are still in the way. So tomorrow, I need to make sure I get some silver so I can upgrade my hammer. It's going to cost 2 grand to do that, so bang goes that money. I'd do well to get some of that silver tonight. But first off, let's grab these goodies. They are still worth some money. Far be it for me to pass by getting money. 60 gold for each of the bamboo shoots, and 100 gold for coloured grass. We're the opposite of racist around here. I guess we are fanatical xenophiles. Damn, I want to play some Stellaris and some Hoi 4. Why can't I just stop doing anything and just play games forever? That was a dream as a kid, and I'm kind of living it now, but there's not enough time for all the games I want to play. Yeah, we'll get rid of this nonsense. One thing I really love is how you can still hear the rain when you're indoors. Might be a bit quiet for you, but trust me, you can hear it. Well, I can hear it. And it's much louder when you get outside. The shilling is real. I guess it is, but I don't care. So curiously, have any people here pre-ordered Stellaris? Now I say this as somebody who really, I cannot recommend anybody pre-order a game. It's just not a practice that I agree with in general. Now that everything is digital, there's not a risk of running out of supply, so there's not really reason, as I see it, to pre-order games. But people do anyway. And then again, if pre-ordering gives you a bonus, that's a different story. There we go, that's the silver that I wanted. Maybe I can grab some gold whilst I'm here as well. Not that kind of gold. Jake, will you be starting a Stellaris stream before the 9th? Yeah, sure, why not? There we go, that's the Mysteril I'm looking for. It's probably not called Mysteril, what's it called again? What is even Mysteril? Oh, it is Mysteril. Sometimes I amaze myself with how good I am. I usually don't pre-order Jake, but I'll make an exception for Stellaris to get the cute spider friends. Okay, there we go. Never pre-ordered anything in my life, says Lusumo. What game did I pre-order and regretted it? Can't remember. Kickstarted some stuff, and what a mistake that was. There's money I'll never see again. It's such a wonderful feeling being in a hot tub when it's raining around you. And that's a feeling that I so rarely get to feel. I had to go to Florida to feel it when I did, but it's amazing. Well, there was one other place I felt that, wasn't there? Being in a really warm pool of water when it's cold and rainy is just, it's one of the best feelings, hands down. Jake, don't you have a EU4 CTA DLC? No, I don't think I do. I think there are some EU4 things that I don't actually have. Polar Duck tells me it's even better with snow. Now that I would never know. We're not saving because we're quitting. I just want to save every now and then just in case the game decides to break down. Jake, you're in Sweden now. Can't be hard to find that there. Well, I'd have to find a nice place to be outside in a warm pool of water and have it snowing, which would probably be outside of Stockholm. Probably. Oh, is that Mechbot Ultra? Forget the news lady. Forget the news man. Mechbot Ultra on summer vacation. Episode 3, The White Impact. The white cloud has grabbed Yellow's leg. What is this? Red stops involuntarily. But when he sees Yellow struggling, he knows he has to save her. The second he lays a hand on the white cloud, whiz bam! Oh no, Red is thrown off to the poolside, to be continued. Red becomes engulfed in light and unleashes his real power next time. Mechbot Ultra on Summer Vacation Episode 4, Transformation. Fascinating. Let's check out that life on the farm. Remember what we were talking about yesterday? Yes, we were talking about protecting your animals from stray dogs, right? Well, first of all, if you put your animals in the barn, then you don't have to worry about stray dog attacks. You mean I should never put my animals out to pasture? No, I didn't mean that. The second thing you can do is build a fence in coral. I can fence in the animals. Stray dogs can't go over fences, but if the fence gets broken, they can sneak in, so be careful. Okay. Dog. That's right. Love me. Jake, do you know if there's any Hoi 4 this week? Well, not here. Okay, still all this going on. I need to go and grab my brush when I can. But jings, we have a lot of these crops here. I want to have a look. That's the wrong thing to look at. Here we go. Check and see if there's any stumps left on my farm. Looks like there are not. There's money to be made. Look at all those turnips. Oh well, I need to get my hammer upgraded, but otherwise there isn't terribly much for Marvin to do today. Guess I could go and get a flower to woo my beloved Karen with, and maybe grab some bamboo shoots for Mary, because Mary still doesn't feel very good towards us. Jake, any knowledge on how much longer you'll be streaming? Less than 30 more minutes. Huh? What are these guys doing out? Lewis doesn't say anything other than that as far as I'm aware. Unless you show him some honey, because then he gets super happy. He's probably going up into the mountains to go and look for bees, of course, on this rainy day. 60-degree sauna, what disgusting notion is that? I like my saunas hot, 100 or more, and some water on the rocks. Sauna culture is wonderful around here. It's probably even more wonderful in the likes of Finland, but I've never been, and I'm not sure I'll be there anytime soon. Let's go and woo some ladies. Some like our bamboo shoots, some like our alcohol. They all love the money. probably going to be pretty tired when I wake up tomorrow, but that's not a concern. Like half of your chat is finished, Jake. Surely you'll visit us one day. I need a pretty good reason to go there. Is Finland a cheap place or an expensive place to be? I mean, relatively speaking. Oh, shoot, I just dropped something on the ground, so everybody hates me a little bit more. It's -1 affection with all villagers, and I think -100 or -300 with all girls. I'm a litter bug. Damn it. Karen, please don't hate me. Have some flowers. Nothing else really get done out here. Yeah, I should go to church and atone for my sins. But I don't know what time or what day Pastor Carter does his confessions. Oh, Mary isn't here. Could give Basil some goodies, but I'm not interested. How you doing, Basil? He seems awfully happy about that. How are you? You seem agitated about that. People are like plants. We wither if all we get is sunshine. Bored housewives, eh? Let's get the milkman on patrol. Here you go, Mary. I wanted to give you this, but I threw it away at your front door. And maybe now you like me a little? Of course you don't. Finland is Russia with less Russians. Okay, what's up now? I need to upgrade my hammer. And yeah, I got the money for that. Additionally, well, there's not really much addition to that. So, this is for you. And look how happy he is. This is great, thank you very much. Now, also, I need that brush. And I'm hoping it's not so expensive that I can't upgrade my hammer as well. Oh, you're joking me. Okay, well, back to the drawing board for that one. Wish I hadn't wasted my money on chicken scratch now. But this is okay. This is something I can deal with. We're going to ditch the seeds. And we're going to get enough money to get that brush and upgrade our tool. Downright delusional romantic Jake. Romance is just a number, and the number I'm thinking of is 100 gold. So, they did horrible things in rune factories and they made stone a resource that you need for building. That is no good, I'm telling you. I wonder if they'd planned to do that in this game, which is why they had stones around. But they made the obscenely correct decision not to make stones part of building material. 2, 3... 4. Now we have enough money for the brush and to get our tool upgraded. And I really like the streams on Sunday night. It's nice and quiet, there's nobody around kicking up a fuss. God knows what was going on with the Mario stream, and Grand Strat always brings in way too many people. I dread to think what Stellaris and Hoi 4 streaming is going to bring in. But this is nice and relaxing. We get people in for all the right reasons. Okay, so we equip the tool, we grab the silver, and we say, hey, Greg, tool me up. Oh, but first, I gotta remember to buy that brush. I forget what you need to get a girl's present, but I think it's autocalcium or some other fairly rare ore that you find in the winter mine. There we go. Out of money. In fact, all we have is 6 gold to our name. Can we preemptively consider Blorg crap ban-worthy? Absolutely. Maybe ban-worthy is a little excessive because people are going to come in here expecting Blorgy stuff. But certainly some lengthy timeouts. Jinx, listen to me, am I getting soft? Okay, we can finally brush down our horse, and I'm going to clean up this field. It's a rainy day, which is always a good day to get some sweaty work done. As long as it's not muggy. Muggy is the worst. Come here, Caesar. There, Caesar. Grow up fast. Still looking at 1 heart here, but we'll get Caesar on our side, and eventually we'll be able to ride him. Ride him like a chariot. So it's not the most exciting of things to do around the farm, but it's an important task. Clearing out those weeds. It also helps level up our sickle, and since only 10 weeds spawn each day, if there are no weeds left on the whole area, it makes it a lot easier to keep things cleaner, especially keeping weeds away from the all-important crops, or cash crops. Okay, maybe it's a bit excessive to be calling turnips cash crops, but they are going to make us the manola. As you'll notice, the weeds can crop up in any tilled land, but not in any tilled land that has also been seeded, or where they have crops growing. There's something oddly enjoyable about this. It does remind me of chopping wood. Real life chopping wood, that is, not my Harvest Moon wood chopping. Metal Slime Hunt says, it's crazy how different Jake's stream is. On other channels I have emotes every other sentence. Granted, I also practice mod abuse there. Well, that is always an important part about this stream. We don't tolerate any of the typical Twitch nonsense. And we are not afraid to rule down with an iron fist. And that comes from the part where this stream is not about getting huge numbers of viewers. In fact, I'm ever happier whenever the viewership is low, which is why viewer reduction strats are so often in effect. Because when your strategy revolves around not getting lots of viewers in your stream, then it suddenly opens up a lot of doors that normally you can't have open, because if you want lots of people coming into your stream, you're going to have to tolerate quite a bit of the Twitch cancerous emotes and actions that, well, really come to paint what Twitch chat is meant to be. So you don't have to tolerate that, and you can kick them out. You can have a much nicer place. Because I used to do a lot of IRC lurking. Cheers, Zach. You show me the money. Not much, but some. Used to lurk a lot of IRC chats. Those were the good days. And Twitch, that's all it essentially is. So we can actually have a nice place for people to congregate and borderline enjoy each other's company instead of it just being a Kappa fest. You know, it's nice being able to hug my dog in the game without seeing Franker Z all over the place. And I know that if somehow people did end up throwing down the Franker Z, I've already banned his emote, but he tends to get a new emote that crops up every now and then. I know that mods would ban that person into oblivion, and we'd all be better for it. Even the banned person, because eventually they'll come to understand why they got banned. Well, maybe. And then they'll either become a better person, at least for the chat, or they'll stay far away. Both outcomes are a success in my book. Motor Oil Spill is asking who is Franker Z. Franker Z is the dog emote on Twitch who gets spammed ever so much. Since I've run out of water, I'm going to grab some. There we go. I've been streaming and talking all day, so it's getting kind of sore on the throat. Jake, is that why you seem so different when you stream on the Paradox channel? Yeah, I don't have the same motivations on the Paradox channel since it's not my place. Plus, I think the company might have an issue or two if I started just banning half of the people that came to watch our streams. Since it's different there, my motivations are moot when doing it for the company. Jake, do you believe I believe you mean modern Harvest Moons are a lot worse than older ones? Well, Harvest Moon is completely different these days because the guys that made the original Harvest Moon went bankrupt, buggered off and made their own one, Story of Seasons. And I strongly intend to get Story of Seasons on my 3DS. Okay, my guy is getting super tired once again. I should finish off chopping these stumps, hop back into the sauna, and then get myself to bed. I'm still amazed that you agreed to participate in Paradox streams so often. Well, I quite like it. There we go. These stumps will always respawn, but by cutting them down, I'm getting all that wood that is pretty important. We'd have to pay 50 gold for every wood from goats. So essentially every tree stump I cut down is earning me 300 gold. Isn't your pay dependent on PDX profits, Jake? Let's not go into that. KevDev101 says, why pay for something that is free, Jake? Well, you're a subscriber here, so you tell me why you pay for something that is free. I'd still do all this streaming if there was 1 subscriber, if there was 1 million subscribers. The money is a nice painkiller, but I stream because I enjoy it, and that is the #1 motivation. We can just go straight to sleep. There's no need for a diary entry. Snow to Wolf says, frankly, I'm surprised you're not more popular as a streamer. It's probably because we end up banning half of our clientele here. And that's just fine by me. Alright, more rain is on the way, but that's not a problem. I don't think we're going to be planting anything that day anyway. I don't think we'll have anything left to deal with. Looks good for us, though. When you started streaming, Jake? Question mark. I'm not sure what you're getting at there. Ah, shoot. We still have another day for those turnips. Well, better enjoy watering everything. This is going to take some time. However, this... Oh, right, we're out of water as well. I'm looking forward to getting my hammer on the Sunday, though. No, it wouldn't be the Sunday. It will be Monday. Monday the 30th I'll get my hammer. There's no need to water these crops. In fact, I could quite comfortably cut them down. And this will be our final harvest of cucumbers. Not as many as I would have liked. And cucumbers aren't worth much money anyway. But a bit of extra dough will go a long way because I have a lot, I mean a lot, of summer crops that I need to get ready. We'll sickle these down later on. And that is what a sickle is important for, getting rid of crops that are no longer relevant. Thankfully, there is no such necessity for crop rotation in this game. That would not be a fun mechanic. And I am very, very happy that the maker of Banished came to understand that. How many times am I going to make that mistake? Do not attack your animals. They do not like it. Y Studio is saying, I love you guys at Paradox as you guys seem to get involved in community, and as someone who wants to get in that industry, it makes me happy. Well, good luck. Because I'm convinced that is what it takes. Good luck. That's what it took for me, at least. Good luck and a bit of proactive. Alright, let's see if we can't give our beloved Popuri a bit of weed. Because I want her to love me, but I don't want to invest in her loving me. Hold your thoughts there, Popuri. I got just the thing for you. Yes, I did. Oh, that's a good point you brought up there, Hydronum. We actually have an open position for a QA at Paradox. So essentially you can have my old job. If that's something that interests you, just fire off an application. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? They say no. They wouldn't even say no, they say we'll keep you on file and might get in contact with you again. That's what happened to some other guy, one of the most recent ones that joined. Not sure if shortlisted is the word to use for it, but he was put on it. Yoshu Besan asks, what's your current job? I'm on the design team for Paradox. It's not something I go around shouting out in a megaphone though, because the moment people hear that they want to throw 1,000,001 ideas at me for what they want to see in all the games. And in their eyes their one idea is exactly what will make the game into the perfect game. It's never that simple. Sometimes there's some really great ideas though, which is why I try to keep an open ear and an open mind. It's never easy because you will get a ton of ideas coming in. This isn't happening right. There we go. Oh, hey Callum, it's good to see you there. How are the demons treating you? Right, we grabbed all of our goodies here. Wouldn't mind grabbing a flower for our beloved Karen. Yoink. Yeah, maybe I should grab another flower, just in case. It might seem pretty pointless chopping these up day after day, but as I said, every one that I cut down is essentially giving me 300 gold. So doing all 5 stumps here is 1500 gold. Even though it is exhausting for Marvin. Marvin, I think you need to work out a bit more, that way you'll stop being so exhausted by doing simple labor like this. I might stream Persona 2 next week. Alright, you let me know, Callum. Because that I want to see. Remind me, is that the one with Hitler? Yes, working here does require moving to Sweden, as it happens. And yes, that's an extremely expensive pain in the rear end. The joke is I don't even have to water all these things. The rain is going to come in and do that job for me very soon. Hold on, is there anything I need to buy in town before I keep doing all this shenanigan? Do I even have the money to do so if I wanted to? The answer is probably yes, no in that order. I'll go and do my Karen wooing in the evening, because I have a lot of farming to do before then. And I can woo Karen as late as about 10:30. I'll catch her on our way back into the shop. Karen wooing, the best time to do it is in early spring. If I can get up to a blue heart before the 20th, then she'll give me some flower seeds that are very important. But I couldn't get it that high that far. In fact, we're well over time and I still can't get her that high. But if I was playing on intense madman mode like that, I would have spent so long, hours going down that mine, filling up my basket. Or filling up my backpack with 10 gold pieces. And I don't think that would be much fun for anyone. I did it once before. I did a true madman run when I tried to ship 1,000 of every crop before the 3 years were up. And I managed. It was intense. They were missing a trick in this game. They really should have made upgraded watering cans hold more water. Because you never have quite enough to do all this, and you always have to run back to the river. Or to the little lake, the fishing lake no less, to top up your water supplies. Might as well do it again. Whenever the priest has better hours than City Bank. Okay, I actually don't need to water those, so I won't. Like I said, I want to keep the rocks. They're limited, so seems a bit of a waste just to destroy them. How about an even madder run, ship 1,000 of each livestock? No point in that, you would just end up buying and selling the livestock over and over. So there we go, we can grab a quick hour in the power shower, and then grab our lover Karen. Time is not really on our side, but if we can get out of here at about 9:30, we should have time to get to the shop. Don't rocks blow in during a hurricane, Jake says KevDev. They do not in Back to Nature at least. If this was, say, Rune Factory 4, then I would say absolutely yes. Chickens are the only relevant animals. Chickens are relevant, and I'm going to need them to help woo Anne. We might be gunning down Karen in this game. That does not mean that we cannot woo other girls. Did not know you could sell chickens. Yes, and the more the chicken loves you, the more money you get for selling it. I don't know how that works. Maybe they can somehow energize the chicken's distress of being taken away from its beloved owner. But it is what it is. It's like the Matrix, except instead of humans, they have tortured chickens. Okay, I need to act faster. I'm not going to catch Karen here. I got maybe 5 seconds to get to her. Hopefully I can block her. Come on, darling. Is she even here? Haha. Take my flowers. And how are you doing? I'm doing fine. You gonna let me inside? No. Well, it was worth a try. There was a game for the Nintendo DS, and I can't remember its name, but what surprised me though was that there was a 2 in the title, implying that there must have been a prequel to it. But it was a much more gutsy, hands-on Harvest Moon, where you actually do raise animals, then skin them, and then you end up with pieces of them and their meat, which you can give to others to make them happy. I wish I could remember what the name of that game was. I must have it kicking around somewhere. But it was a bit grim. At least we get a sunny day now, which means some music. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking the wrong way around, right? Nope, it's just rain. And it's rain tomorrow as well. That's actually good news for me. Funnily enough. Some bees made a beehive in the apple tree at my house. It's good, why? Because you can get honey. Honey is something that some people really love, I can't remember who. But since you get it every day for free, then that's good. And that's a lie, you don't get it every day. There are flowers blooming, you get it every day forever. So that's 60 gold for nothing. But that's where our adventure ends for today. On a rainy Sunday when our fields are full of delicious turnips for us to harvest. Plenty of money to be made here, but that's for another day. It is past midnight, it is time for me to go to bed. Because I gotta get up in 6 hours and make my way to work. So, cheers for joining on this simulation Sunday night. Well, as much simulation as you can get out of Harvest Moon. It's been lovely and relaxing, but it's time for sleep. Cheers, and just for a little while, cheerio.